Hello, Miller High Life. Hello, Maria. Hello, B. Anthony. Hello, Kelly K. Path, Shigal, Owanganwindid, Second Rate Something, Frank, 13-second covers, Russ Bama, and good morning to you. Oh, my name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It's a show I've been doing for a long time. I don't know if you can hear that. The birds chirping outside. I like to believe in crazy messages from the universe, God, a higher power. I don't know what the message I'm getting from that bird chirping out there is, but I can think of a good message for it. 13-second covers, thank you so much for following the host. And anyway, this is a show I've been doing for a long time. It's a show about me talking, sharing a little bit about life experiences, sharing kind of the ups and downs we have, kind of the feelings and the emotions that I know I go through. And I think I'm not alone. I think other people have ups and downs. I might feel my emotions a little stronger than other people. I might be a little more sensitive. I might feel more joy, more pain, more sadness, more fear, more anger, more love. Or maybe not. It's just my feelings. Good morning, Marianne Jacobs. Hope Doug's doing well this morning. But boy, do I feel my emotions. And anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let me have a little more water. For those that have been watching a while, you know. Oh, do you know? It's more than just a show about me talking. It's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. It's piping hot this morning. Fresh out of the pot. Microwaved up some water in my cup and swished it around at the start of the show so my cup is nice and hot. So when I pour the coffee in, there's no cooling at all. That's the care I put into my coffee drinking. But anyway, I'm so excited to take my first sip at this early hour on a Saturday morning with a very talkative bird chirping outside. I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. It's my second day with this coffee. Let me have another sip. Oh, it's the Toasted Coconut Mocha by Starbucks. It's nice. It's a nice flavor. Maybe I'm a little hesitant to admit my love for it because my second wife, who I recently divorced from, is the one that recommended it. But I don't think that's it. I have no ill will towards my second wife. I think I still love her. It just didn't work out even slightly, but I still have strong feelings for her, and she's doing a great job being the mother of my two beautiful little babies. And so I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. What I think it is, let me have one more sip so I can better determine. Oh, somebody asked if there was any alcohol in there. No, I haven't had alcohol in, I don't know, October to almost 18 months, if my math's right, and it usually is. Almost 18 months. I used to be a drinker and drink every day and smoke pot every day. And one day I realized, not one day, it was gradual. Over a period of time, I realized it just wasn't working for me. I used to, I don't know, when I was young or whatever, I used to drink and get drunk and go, woo-hoo-hoo. And I don't know, over the years as I got older and more experienced, I realized what I looked like as a drinker was more like just this. I don't know if you can see me back there. Just a guy sitting there kind of passing time on the couch with a beer in his hand that I better not fall asleep on or else I'll spill it on my couch. And let me tell you, I spilled more than one beer on my couch. And every once in a while, I'd wake up and I'd go to the garage and have a hit a pot because that, I don't know, felt like part of it. And I just started looking at myself from above and going, I don't like that look. I don't want to keep doing this. I want more in my life than this. So about a year and a half ago, I stopped drinking. And again, it was on October 28th of, I'm not one that counts the days, but I do remember the date. I certainly don't count the days. Good morning, Keith. And thank you, user, for following the host. Thank you, another user, for following the host. But anyway, I was talking about the coffee, and then I got distracted about my drinking story. And my drinking story is, I don't know if it's that interesting. It's probably interesting to some. But I feel a lot of people have probably heard it before. I don't drink often. When I do, I literally can't stop, like until I can't remember anything. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I used to, in college, yeah, it's horrible. I mean, it's horrible when about you, oh yeah, I'm doing it totally for myself. Somebody asked if I'm doing it for myself, and that's a good question. I think so many people quit drinking or smoking. It's not even like I'm doing it, because I've done it. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it anymore. But somebody asked if I'm doing it for myself. Yeah, I think the only way, I would guess, the only way I could have quit is by, because I wanted to do it. If it was like a family friend or a wife or a doctor telling me, hey, stop drinking, it's not good for you or whatever, it's dangerous or whatever. I don't know, I think I would have probably resented it just knowing me, or if a doctor told me or if my wife told me, I could see being one of those guys that's got a bottle of something, although I never really drank out of a bottle of something. And I know there's people that hide drinking from their wives and have a bottle of booze out in the garage and go, honey, I'm going to go take the garbage out. And they're probably telling their wife they're quitting for her. And what made it easy, good morning, Christina Johnson. What made it easy for me, and I hate to say easy because a lot of people I know struggle giving up drinking or whatever, drugs or whatever. But for me, it was kind of easy. I just said, hey, I don't like this anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. I want to see what I can do and see what I can make of my life. If I take this out, I always kind of thought it was holding me back a little bit. And not in every way. I mean, in a lot of ways, I was a high-functioning drunk, I guess. But I think the problem for me with drugs and pot specifically, or not drugs, alcohol and pot, and I never did any harder drugs at all. I was too scared I'd like them too much and be addicted. The problem for me was I was satisfied with doing very little or nothing at all because, and I talked about it before, if I had a sporting event on or I was a big bag of weed and a 12-pack of Heineken, I was a happy camper and I could spend, many hours sitting there on the couch, probably not being that productive and probably not helping my liver at all anymore. But let's drink some more coffee. I don't think I finished my coffee story. And it was a fascinating coffee story. So, although my recent ex-wife, recommended the toasted coconut mocha, I don't think that's why it's not jumping out and grabbing me. And my concern is I bought 2 bags the other day because I go, hey, coconut mocha coffee, how could any of this be bad? And it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad. I haven't come across a coffee that I feel is bad. And it's good, actually. It's good. But there's a couple coffees, as you know, I put really above the rest. And one of them is the pumpkin spice, which is a fall coffee, and I would drink nearly every day last fall as I was doing this show. Good, Marianne. The other is the Sumatra, which I've been drinking for years. And if I probably had to say what's my number one coffee, just in the dedication I have and the experience I have drinking a Starbucks Sumatra, over time puts it up to the top. It's not my binge coffee. My binge coffee is the pumpkin spice and the one I'm about to next mention. is what I'm into right now is the cinnamon dolce by Starbucks, and I'll tell you what, I sing its praises to anybody that'll listen. It's got a spicier, a little more bold cinnamon flavor than this coconut does, to be honest. And I have some caramel in there by Starbucks as well. And I find the coconut and the caramel is a hidden flavor in my coffee. It's you have to kind of pause and look for it a little bit. Where, to be honest with you, the cinnamon dolce the cinnamon is surprisingly a bold cinnamony flavor. And similar to the Sumatra, which is a dark roast, it's a very bold, but it's just a coffee flavor. And you go, wow, there's a lot of coffee in this cup when you're drinking the Sumatra. Or the cinnamon dolce, you're going, hey, I can really taste that cinnamon, it's good. Or the pumpkin spice is the same way. You're going, hey, that's got a nice flavor to it. So that's why I drink my coffee. So anyway, it's Saturday morning. It's about 6:10. I think it is April 15th. Happy Saturday. I'm just waking up. I'm about to start. I'm starting my day. My day already started. My day started about half an hour ago when I woke up. I was having a nightmare. I was mad at my mom, which is bad. It's not bad. I've learned to forgive myself. I used to probably read into my thoughts and my emotions, but I was angry at my mom, and my mom passed a few years ago from Alzheimer's, and I was angry at my mom in this dream. We were having an argument about something, and I woke up and I felt guilty, and I thought I let it go, but then on live camera I said it was bad. But I'm letting it go, and I'll forgive myself. I used to struggle with things and feel guilty about things for most of my life, and worry. You're talking about Doug. Okay, well, good for Doug. And again, he's 15, and you know it, Marianne. Marianne is a longtime watcher. She's got a beautiful little, don't tell me, Russell. I almost called it a Jack Taylor. Jack Russell dog who's having some issues, and the vets gave him some medication. Thank you, K-Jack. But just love the stuffing out of them. And I kind of think that's the way I look at life a little bit. I know my time is limited. I know we're all kind of dying. And I don't mean to be morbid, but I know I'm 54. Holy smokes, when I move around my house, I'm feeling great emotionally and mentally and stuff. But when I'm moving around my house, there's no doubt that my body's struggling and that I'm aging, and I'm aware of my age, and I bring it up a lot just to kind of remind myself, if I live to 84, I got 30 years left, and I want to do the most I can with it. Am I all about the sober life or something? No, not at all. I was just talking about Doug or Jack Russell. I was talking about coffee a minute ago. My show's Coffee with Ken. Somebody just asked if I'm all about the sober life or something. And it's funny because so many people here on TikTok, they all want to niche down and they want to be Sober Dad or Coffee Ken, which obviously my show's called Coffee with Ken, or I don't know, Fitness Joe or what have you. I just kind of talk about life and share some of life experiences. And you're welcome. Just love the stuffing out of Doug. And talk about the challenges and the ups and downs and the goods and the bads and the ugly and work and anxiety and depression and alcohol and coffee and happiness and joy and love and fatherhood and divorce and anxiety. And I just kind of talk about things that are on my mind. And again, I've been doing it for about 4 years. It started over on a different social media platform 4 years ago. I was all bummed out, and I was lonely, and I was sad, and I was missing the girl of my dreams. And I just started talking, and one day I did it live on a different social media platform, and people started watching, and I did it every Saturday for, I don't know, probably a year and a half or 2 years without really missing one. And I started building up a nice audience. And somebody watched it one day, a couple of years back, and said, hey, you should start doing your stuff on TikTok. There's a lot of good nuggets out of it. And I find when I push go, sorry about you're going through a divorce, Brett. I find when I push go on live and get a little interaction from the audience, Just the thoughts that are stuck in my head seem to come out, um, I don't know, in nuggets of good stuff. And from time to time, something of worth comes out, and I'll go rewatch these videos, and I will cut them into little videos and uh, post it all over social media and build up an audience, and I'm enjoying that. I think your name's Brett is talking about going through a divorce. It's taken a long time. He wishes it would be over. I'm sure that you do. The judicial system moves slowly. You'll go in court. You'll be all ready to present your whatever you're presenting that day. And the judge will look at the both of you and say, oh, you don't have this paperwork done. See you next week, next month, or whatever. And it just takes so long. Divorce is a horrible process. And I don't, I at least recently left a job as a realtor that I did for 17 years. And I left it because I never saw any real value I was adding to the world. I felt like my purpose was to get clients, and clients would get me a commission if I got them to the closing table. And I kind of feel that way about divorce attorneys. And this, I don't mean to be mean to any divorce attorneys or realtors or anybody. But a few times during my last divorce, I would have a attorney under, what do they call it when you give them money up front? When you give them money is the key thing, key words. But you'd give them money and they'd charge you an hourly that, I think I might have been paying $450 an hour. And I'm not saying they didn't go to a big school and they're not intelligent and they know the law and they know the judges and they know the other attorneys and they have connections and they might provide some guidance. But I just don't know how a normal human being, retainer, I don't know how a normal human being can pay $450 an hour to anybody. I get how corporations can do it, sort of, but barely even that. Barely even that. But I just don't know how a normal human being can do it. I was scared to send my guy an email because, I work hard for my money. Every email he reads, every phone call he responds to, I'm going, ugh, $200. I know during I have been divorced twice horridly. One of my friends or sisters would ask, oh, what does your attorney say? And I go, hell if I know. I can't afford to talk to him, actually. And it feels that way. And I think the biggest anxiety for me, it was hard. The loss of love, the breaking up of the family, the crushing of your dreams was all tough. But the biggest stressor, the biggest immediate stressor was feeling, for me, the attorney's bill running up every day. Well, thank you for joining. Dwayne was feeling the attorney's bill running up every day. I worked too hard for money to spend $450 for a call with them or whatever like that. It's just too expensive. I couldn't afford it. And I'm going, holy crap, what am I going to do? We're arguing over any financial issue isn't worth, I don't care how much I pay and, the cost of the divorce itself, the monies, and this isn't appropriate for me, but the 401k dividing or the retirement funds or the alimony or the child support really could all, everyone would have more money if we didn't have to pay the attorneys such, large sums of money. I wish we could get along and deal with it peacefully, but unfortunately we can't. And I think the judicial system is kind of worked out. It's set up by attorneys, who bill $450 an hour. And again, I don't mean to be mean, but having gone through a couple divorces and just feeling the stress of attorney fees, it's horrible. So let's have some more coffee. So anyway, I'm really enjoying my time here on TikTok. I hope you enjoyed this morning, this coffee. I appreciate you hopping on. I left a 17-year career in real estate. I currently am working at a super target. I work 5 days a week, 40 hours a week. I stock shelves. I work in the cereal aisle, 910 of the local Super Target, which is a great, well-run store, real close to my house, and I enjoy the job, honestly. I really enjoy uh, the customer interaction. Good morning, RJ. I'm just signing off. The customer interaction, the smiles I give the people that walk through the aisles if I say something funny or help them find the granola bars. I seem to have an ability to make people smile a little bit. And okay, ask me a question. I have an ability. I think God gave me an ability to make people smile, and I have so many people coming through my aisles every day that I love sharing a good morning or a few fun words with. Uh, do I like Target over real estate? Absolutely. Absolutely, Cinderella. I didn't like real estate. I didn't like real estate. I've done videos about it, and I could talk for longer, but I still got to eat breakfast and get to my store in 40 minutes. I make probably 30% at most at Target of what I did in real estate. I'm not making nearly enough working at Target. I'm not making, uh, RJ, you're just there to mock me. I don't make nearly enough at Target to cover the costs of everything I have. But I do enjoy it, and it is teaching me value of hard work, and it's also teaching me that certain things I enjoy and certain things that I don't enjoy so much. And after leaving real estate, I realized I don't like it at all. I didn't like real estate at all, at all, at all. I thought it was just something I should be good at because I'm outgoing and smart and like looking at homes, and people seem to like me. So I thought I'd rock and roll as a realtor. But boy, I don't like it at all. And I don't want to, no, RJ. I don't want to bash. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like going to a party and having to have 15 people ask me how the real estate market was. I wanted to be able to turn it off. And real estate is a job you don't turn off. It's not a 9 to 5 job. It's a way of life. It's like you walk around with a hat that says, "Ask me a question about real estate, please." And I just, there's so much more to me than talking about somebody's home inspection. It's one thing if it's a client or a customer, but it wasn't. It'd be anywhere I went, and I talked to a lot of people. I'm just a naturally talkative, friendly person. So if I went anywhere, to church, to the store, to coffee, to whatever, I'd have 5 people telling me about their home inspection they had 12 years ago where they got screwed by the seller because the roof was leaky. And I'm going, and I just don't want to hear. Everybody has thoughts on real estate, an opinion on real estate, wants to know about the market. People are fascinated by realtors, fascinated by them, or kind of despise them all rolled into one. And I just didn't want every conversation I ever had to be about real estate. It just got boring to me. There's so much more about my life. There's so many things I'd rather talk about. Yeah, and I didn't, realtor dog. I didn't. I'm not saying I didn't, but you have to love it. I did it because it was a business and I thought I could do real well and it was unlimited upside. I appreciate you saying that, realtor dog. You do have to love it. And I didn't. I, again, just thought I'd be good at it. But for me, it was just endless. It was endless. You know what I'm saying? I'm friendly, I'm social, but I'm going, good God, if somebody asks me how the market is again, I'm going to, throw up. It got that bad. And I'd, be going through something in life. I'd be going through a divorce or have a fight with my kids or stub my toe. And somebody would run up going, hey, how's the market? And I'm going, gosh, dang it, my toe hurts. Don't ask me how the market is right now. It really hurts. I think it's worth it to find happiness. Somebody just asked a great question. I'm unhappy with my high-paying job but scared to leave. Is it worth it to try to find happiness? Absolutely. Absolutely. Great question, yes. I stayed in real estate because it was a fairly decent paying job for 17 years. For 17 years, because it paid me more than Target's paying me. And Target's not the ultimate answer because I'm not making enough. I need to make more. I got to find I got lots of financial responsibilities. But I'm going, wow, I stayed in real estate for 17 years and was dreading every question. Uh, uh, Dreading every question about how the market was. So go find your happiness. I wouldn't, if life's not perfect right now. Life's not perfect right now. I woke up kind of afraid, going, crap, I got to move in a couple months. I got to figure out what I'm doing. I got to pay a bunch of bills. But at least I know I'm journeying down the right path. And I don't think I was journeying down the right path as a realtor. I know I wasn't. Because like Realtor Dog said, you got to love it. Because people are going to ask you all the time, hello, Pete Ream, about real estate every moment of your life. And some days you just don't want to, I didn't want to talk about it. I go, I got to answer this question with a smile because this person might use me as a realtor in 20 years when they move. So I did my best and go, hey, it's great. But again, I'm very real, very genuine, very honest, and very open. And I don't know, struggled just kind of putting a fake smile on every answer. And for me, it was a fake smile because I didn't always want to talk about real estate. Somebody just asked, how will you make up the difference in income? Why do you have to leave or wish you didn't have to leave? Why are you moving? About the difference of income, I'm not going to talk about why am I moving right now because, thank you, Marianne Jacobs, because I got to go and I got to get my day started. And how will I make up the difference in income? Cinderella, I think that's a great question, but it's a question I don't have the answer to. And I've learned in life that you're not always going to have the answers to everything you do. And you just got to keep going. I'm going to go work at a job today that's not going to pay me nearly enough. And I'm going to work hard and I'm going to give it my best and I'm going to give it my all. But at the end of the day, it's not, I rent this house. The whole day I work might cover my rent for this day. And so I'm just charging forward and I don't have all the answers. But I'm keeping my options open, and I'm trying to read the tea leaves, or listen to the birds, or follow God's message, and find the answers as they come. But they don't all come when you want; they come when you need them to come. And I don't know. I'm just charging forward, drinking my coffee, enjoying the day, looking forward to getting to work, and hopefully having a great day after that. No, RJ, I haven't thought that far ahead. But I so appreciate you guys all for watching. It means a ton to me that anyone cares about what I have to say, or maybe you just got nothing better to do than listen to some bald 54-year-old man in Illinois talk. But that's okay too. I appreciate you guys so much. I enjoy this platform. I hope you enjoy the show. I hope you like my videos, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you had a great, great, great night's sleep. And I don't know. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. I hope you got a smile on your face today, because I know despite my challenges, I'm able to walk around every day with a big smile. And I think the meaning in life is, I don't know, smiling, finding joy, being happy, and rolling with the punches. So I hope you do all of the above. Again, I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you're